The Iran-Iraq War. The Iraq-Iran War, also known as the Gulf War, was an armed conflict between two forces, Iraq and Iran. This lasted between 1980 to 1988, making it the longest conventional war of the 20th century. The United States was also involved in the war. The war took place in both Iraq and Iran. The types of causes were religious aspects, the fight for the Fertile Crescent, nationalism, building alliances, and territorial and political causes. The long-term causes. The fight over the Gulf and Fertile Crescent. The Fertile Crescent is a region in the Middle East. Iran and Iraq wanted to take control of the Fertile Crescent in order to make most of its natural resources. The religious aspects. A more important issue than this was religion. Both nations are Muslim, with the leaders of Iraq primarily from Sunni branch and the Iranians the Shiite. These two sides disliked each other for a long period of time and was one of the causes on why the war started. Nationalism. Muhammad, who was the last Shah of Iran, ruled at the time of 1914. He wanted Iran to become the most powerful Gulf country of all time. He also believed that Iran had a moral to ensure the stability in this religion. The short-term causes. Alliances. During the 1960s, Iran made alliances with the Soviet Union and strengthened their relationship. To Iraq, this alliance was seen as a threat and was one of the reasons why the war took place. The control over the Shatt al-Arab. This was one of the last causes that triggered the war. It was just Saddam Hussein's need for oil. He had got together a huge deal with Western Europe and needed some way of repaying that money. Therefore, Iraq invaded Iran because if they ruled Iran, they would be able to control their natural resources. The war finally ended as a withdrawal in 1988. Between 500,000 and 1.5 million people died in the war. During the Gulf War in 1991, Saddam's forces caused large economic and environmental damage by setting oil fields on fire. During the disorganized retreat from Kuwait, approximately 700 oil wells were set ablaze and burned for 8 months. These fires consumed an estimated 5 million barrels a day, more than Kuwait's daily exports at the time. The direct economic losses from destroyed resources mounted to billions of dollars. Disrupt the oil flow. Following from the previous point, Iraq could attempt to disrupt oil deliveries from the Persian Gulf. During the Iran-Iraq War in 1988, it did just that by attacking oil tankers. Overall, in my opinion, I feel that the Iran-Iraq War is a typical war compared to all the others around the world. For example, both Iran and Iraq wanted to take over the Fertile Crescent and the Shatt al-Arab waterway. In World War I, Germany wanted to create colonies and expand the empire. This was the same with other countries as well. Iran's leader the Shah and Iraq's leader Saddam Hussein wanted to make their country powerful. In World War I, Adolf Hitler and Kaiser Wilhelm also thought the same way. Iran strengthened their alliance with the Soviet Union. During World War I, there were several alliances such as the Triple Entry and the Triple Alliance.